Welcome to my first YouTube video. Today I'm sharing my plans for my soul food garden, which I'm proudly growing here in Zone 9B in my little apartment, which seemingly has plenty of garden space. So the goal is simple. I'm going to create a soul food garden so I can have a soul food meal on a Soul Food Sabbath. Soul food means something personal and cultural to me. Personally, my mother only made these meal items on special occasions like Thanksgiving or Christmas or other special occasions. So I have always seen soul food as something sacred and special to be had only at special times, not as an everyday meal. I'm excited to make things like okra, collard greens, sweet potatoes, and also look into the history behind these items from my African ancestry all the way to my Black American ancestry and learn about the significance of these foods to me and my people. I plan on growing a lot of things, but so far what I've got are sweet potato slips, okra seeds, and black-eyed peas. So I've put those in my planter and they're ready to go. Don't worry, I'm going to show you. And what I also need to get started is my watermelon. I don't like watermelon, but you know, to honor my ancestors, I'm going to make a sweet baby. I think that's what's called, sweet baby, sugar baby watermelon. That's what it's called. And I'm also going to make hibiscus. I've had trouble finding hibiscus seeds or hibiscus starters. I don't know why, but hopefully I can find them in time to get them started. And then when things get a little cooler, I'm gonna grow other items that are more appropriate for the season. So those other items are collard greens, corn, and cabbage, I believe. Now, my plan is to harvest everything by late fall, hopefully by November or December. Anything that I harvest earlier, I will definitely preserve. And the type of, just so you can get the menu of the type of items that I'm thinking of making, let me go ahead and read. It's going to be smothered turkey leg, collard greens and cabbage, sweet potato cake, mac and cheese, okra stew or fried okra, or both, and steamed corn, black-eyed peas, and a hibiscus drink. Rest assured, I'm going to document the whole process. So you're going to see everything from me planting these items to harvesting and preserving these items to working on the menu to actually cooking the food. You will be there throughout the whole thing. Now, I want to make this clear. This is something special to me that I want to do to reclaim joy as a Black woman, especially with everything that's going on. And I also want to retouch with my roots, learn more about my ancestry, and feel better connected to my ancestors. As a woman, as a spinster, sometimes, you know, I guess my personal life can feel a little bit boring. And this is something that I truly do look forward to growing food in my garden, and especially having a soul food garden. It feels special. And it's something that I'm excited to talk about. It's something I'm excited to share with people. So I really want you to join me on this journey. I'll be sharing updates. And of course, you are invited to my Soul Food Sabbath when it occurs. So please stick around, continue to drop by, and I'll see you there whenever it is. This is the planter that I'm going to grow some of the items from my soul food garden in. The bottom tier has some herbs in it already, but I'm going to use the top tier and the middle tier today. This is how I plan where I'm going to put everything in my planter. I took a picture of it and then I edited it in my phone photo app. And so I'm just adding some columns here to decide the spacing. And at the top, in that top planter, I'm going to plant sweet potatoes. In the bottom planter, I'm going to do okra and black-eyed peas. I'm going to do one okra in the center and then black-eyed peas on each end to help protect it. I want to show you what I'm growing. So this is the sweet potato that I used to make the sweet potato slips. And that is what I'm going to plant today, are those slips. And then I'm also going to plant black-eyed peas. I bought those from the store. You can use regular black-eyed peas from the store. And I'm planting that okra, which I got at Lowe's. And of course, there goes Gray being nosy. So now I'm gonna plant the slips. What I'm gonna do first is just make sure I have proper spacing. I do believe this is a little tight for the sweet potatoes based on the research that I did, but we're gonna make it work. It's just a little harvest for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and put a hole there. I need it to be about 1 inch deep. I wanna show you the roots on my sweet potato slip. That's how it should look after you put it in water. So what I'm gonna do now is use a spoon to dig the hole because it was the best option other than my little shovel that I had. And so I'm just scooping it into a smaller planter because once I put the slips in the hole, I need to replace the soil. So I'm digging everything up. What you see on top of that is mulch, and the white stuff is, I forget how to pronounce it. It's like dia something earth. It's just to protect it from bugs. I'm gonna sprinkle a little Dr. Earth in there just to give it a little extra food for when it's growing, and just a tiny bit of earthworm castings. I didn't put a lot of either in there because I don't want to overdo it or burn my plants or the roots. But here you can see me trying to get the placement just right for my little sweet potato, and I've got it in there. So now I'm just replacing the soil in it. And then you're gonna watch me do this 2 more times. Like I said, I do think the spacing is a little close, so they might not be as big, the sweet potatoes, when it's time to harvest. But that's okay with me. This is the first time I'm doing this, and I am a very beginner gardener. I only started in February, and it's June now. And so I am really passionate about this, but I do have like small space to work with. But that's okay, we'll just use what I got. So now, after everything's been planted, I'm just putting the mulch back on top, and after I water it, I will add some more of that dia whatever earth stuff just to keep it protected from bugs, and also that's what the mulch is for. I do have a problem with fungus gnats, and the mulch has really helped. So now in the second tier part of the planter, I am checking the spacing for the okra and the black-eyed peas. And now that I found good spacing, I'm going to do the same thing I did on the top, is just dig a little hole with my spoon. Except this hole doesn't need to be as deep. So what I'm going to put in that middle hole there is the okra. As you can see, that's what the seed looks like. It's little. Plop. And then I'm just going to put the soil back on top. And I'm going to dig a hole right here. Do the same thing, except I'm going to put a little black-eyed pea. That's what it looks like. Plop. And one more black-eyed pea right there as well. Through my research, I determined that it's best to have the okra in the middle, surrounded by the black-eyed peas. And now I'm just going to cover everything back together, and I'm going to water everything. And now I'm all done. Thank you for watching my very first YouTube video. I feel very honored that out of all the videos on YouTube, you stopped to watch mine for about 10 minutes or so. I really appreciate it. My account is called Spinster Living, so please come back, and hopefully I'll be able to post other stuff, but I'll definitely give you an update on my soul food garden. Please go ahead and like and subscribe. Thank you.